Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us. Welcome to INCRadio Orange County, California. My name is Brother Julian Sistoso.
And my name is Sister Jaden Carlos.
And we're both from the local congregation of Anaheim. Our topic for today is style in season, and we have a lot in store for our broadcast today. Some of the things that we can look forward to is maybe we'll have a little bit of a clothing haul to kind of showcase some appropriate clothing for this winter weather. And then we'll also go into a more of a intimate discussion on how to be
Responsible.
responsible with our money and how to choose the appropriate attire for this weather. I think we can actually go ahead and get started with our first segment. We can go ahead and introduce our guests as well. All right. If we can have you introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Sister Ria Vicente. I'm from the local of Buena Park.
And I'm Brother Nathan Vicente, also from the local of Buena Park.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brother Nate, Sister Ria, for joining us. We have our stylish siblings joining us for our broadcast today. For all of those who are at home tuning in, we wish you were here in the studio with us, but we do have a wide variety of clothing. What we'll be doing today is kind of showcasing some things that we brought and also kind of designing outfits that are appropriate for this type of winter weather. Let us know in the live chat what the weather is like in your area, wherever you're tuning in from. At least in the Orange County area, it has been more cold, more windy and dry, right? So that's the type of weather that we're kind of dressing ourselves for. We're kind of looking for attire that can be Christian casual or for our Sunday's best as well, right? And also just as a note, none of the brands that we will be showing today, not sponsored. These are just simply for to show as an example, all right? Brother Nate, if you don't mind kind of sharing with us some of the pieces that you brought here. We have a wonderful variety. If you can go ahead and share, then I'll kind of share what I brought as well.
Sure, of course. So if you don't mind, Sister Ria, I'm just going to switch places with you. Okay, so despite what it may look, black is not my favorite color. I just figured, I would give you guys the concept rather than like the actual variations you could do. Because obviously, everyone could have a variation of this kind of jacket. It could be blue or whatever favorite color you have. But this is just for your understanding, just so you get the concept. But I guess we can start here with the outerwear. So I brought 3 different jackets. Oh,
nice. We got a little coat action.
Okay, yeah. So this one is for like even more formal, I guess, events, like what you mentioned, our Sunday's best. So
right.
This could be something that you would wear for a worship service.
Yeah. I see it's got the little elbow pads on the back. Can we show it around?
Little 360. Yeah.
Little 360.
The details.
Is that what it's called? Elbow pad?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm getting my terminology right. Very nice. Very
so
nice.
Just a nice simple coat. And again, like I said, you can have different variations just to spice up your wardrobe, give it some variation of color.
Right. Layers, right?
Layers, exactly.
Key. What exactly is the term layering, Brother Nate? I think you're a big fan of this term. If you can kind of explain it.
Yeah, I mean, I think layering at its core is just the way you build up your outfit. So especially now in the colder seasons, you need to add more layers to your outfit to keep yourself warm, obviously. So you would have like your base layer, maybe that's like a t-shirt. Actually, we can get into that later, but like a hoodie or even a turtleneck if it's more formal. And then you would have like a jacket or maybe even like an extra layer before your jacket, just so you have more layers to keep you warm.
Right. There you go. It's in the name itself. Just making sure. Cool.
And then this is what I guess you would call a puffer jacket.
Jacket. What's like the type of material that we have here?
I guess, I don't know.
Is it like a nylon?
Nylon windbreaker-ish.
Yeah.
Right? Just to, really keep you warm. I mean, you mentioned it is really getting windy here in Orange County. So something like this would really keep you warm.
Nice.
Protect you from the wind.
Yeah.
And again, like I keep saying, but you don't have to do black. Just,
just so happens you have a lot.
Actually, fun fact, these two were gifted to me by my uncle.
Aww.
Shout out to my Uncle Rich from Cerritos.
There we go.
Thank
you, Brother Rich from Cerritos.
And then lastly, just something more casual as your, I guess, outer piece.
Ooh.
Although, leather jackets,
fancy.
I mean, they're pretty timeless, right? And they can go with a lot of different stuff. So if you want to dress it up, you can do that, or if you want to dress it more casually, you can do that as well.
Now, I've never worn a leather jacket or owned one.
Really?
Any of y'all?
I feel like we need to take him thrifting or
Oh,
something.
wow.
You can borrow mine right now.
Oh, thank you, Brother Nate, for donating.
But yeah, I mean, I really feel like it's a timeless piece, right? You can't really go wrong with it. Um, yeah, and like what I mentioned, it's more of a casual piece. You know, I guess you wouldn't really wear this like a black tie, like formal event, but
Right.
it is something to have, like just for your casual day or night out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know you're saying that's casual. I feel like that's also kind of dressier or a little
Yeah.
fancy in
Like
my
what I
opinion.
mentioned, yeah, you can like what's really cool is you can like dress it up if you wanted to wear like a dress shirt under or a turtleneck. You can definitely do that as well.
Mhm.
And then moving on, sorry, I'm kind of taking up a lot of our segment.
No, no,
This is the
no.
last two items. Just like a regular basic
I
hoodie.
think he
Again,
likes black, everyone.
it's just so you can get the concept. But yeah, just a regular nice hoodie, just to keep it warm, and then like a turtleneck for more of your dressier occasions.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, just for cohesiveness, again, like it's all black, so you can like mix and match if you want to wear this under
Right,
this,
right.
or a hoodie under the puffer, or whatever
Yeah.
you feel like.
And I think also maybe it doesn't show on the camera, but it's not all just one shade of black, by the way. Brother Nate brought some gray, some maybe like a washed black, right? So there's not just one base color that every clothing will come in. But I personally like all the things that you brought, Nate, because those are some things I've never worn before. I've never worn a turtleneck or a leather jacket. And maybe in the future, if I do want to be a little adventurous with my layering, I would, maybe be interested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel free. You can always borrow mine.
I feel like each of these pieces are cool because they're very versatile.
Yeah.
Like you could dress them up or dress them down, so it could
Right.
fit different occasions depending on what you pair it with,
That's right.
which is kind of like the point of fashion.
Yeah. Whatever you're comfortable with. Now, Sister Jaden, what are some of the things that you brought, and Sister Ria as well, if you even talk on your bag?
All right, so we have a few different outerwear as well right here. So we have a nice coat.
Ooh.
I love the color tan. I feel like it goes with a lot of colors. So even though like Brother Nate's is all black and this is all kind of like the brownish color, I feel like it helps match with more colorful pieces. Like let's say I wore this over my dress right now, it would match,
Right.
even though it's not green and green. There's still that like kind of palette that comes together.
There you go. I
Earth
love
tone
your
palette,
coat,
yeah.
Sister Jaden.
Thank you. And then we have another nice kind of cardigan moment right here. It's really thick and warm, so it's perfect for winter.
There we go.
All right. And then finally, for our final piece of outerwear, we have like a wool kind of sweater.
Mm.
I feel like zip ups are really nice for the winter. You can
That's
dress
a
them.
really beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful jacket.
You
Wow.
can dress them down or dress them up as well, like I said earlier.
Awesome.
And then we can't go wrong with the accessories. I believe this is Sister Ria's purse. It's so cute. It's black. Same with my purse over here on this side, also black.
Oh.
But purses, they go a long way, sisters.
Right,
You
right.
can. There's even like bags for menswear as well. Those can also really enhance your outfits and carry all your belongings.
Yeah. I see you got some scarves over there.
Oh yeah, scarves for sure. Scarves. And
Did you make those,
beanies.
Sister Jaden?
No, Brother Andrew made this scarf right
Oh.
here. Shout out to
Hey,
Brother Andrew.
If you want a scarf, just make sure you let Brother Andrew
from
know,
Anaheim, okay? Yeah. So I find myself wearing a lot of scarves this season, especially. Like I feel like as I matured more, I started wearing more scarves just because I don't know, something about them. It's very, what's the word? It's very
Demure?
Mature.
not demure.
Oh,
It
sorry.
could be demure, but it's like conservative. There you go,
Mm.
conservative yet stylish.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's very nice. Same goes for the beanies.
Yeah.
When I don't feel like doing my hair and I'm having a really bad hair day because of the dry weather, a beanie. Perfect for that.
Awesome. One thing that I did want to touch on, I know you mentioned like a belt. I think it was only maybe in the recent years that I kind of realized like a nice belt can really
a
elevate
way.
your outfit, right?
Statement
Yeah.
piece.
Like I used to just always think like, oh, my shirt's gonna cover it or it's never gonna be worn. But there might be times, where you do need to, for the brothers, maybe you do need to tuck in your shirt. For the sisters, maybe you just want to use it to secure whatever you're wearing. I think, to make sure that your belt kind of coordinates or goes with whatever else you're wearing. I think that's also a very, very intricate detail. So thank you for sharing everything that we brought so far. Let's get to the fun part. Brother Nate, I'll give you the honors if you kind of want to dress me. Let's go with a Sunday's best outfit. Given what I'm already wearing, I am mostly wearing black as well. So Brother Nate, feel free, kind of choose what you would like,
Sure.
but please don't judge what I'm wearing right now. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, you're already wearing like very nice clothing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's give
The
him
full
a
360?
360.
Okay. Yep. Thank
So
you.
honestly, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really need to change anything if you were like, going to.
Stop.
Well, I guess for the sake of the broadcast, for the sake of the segment,
Right. Right.
we can change it up. But yeah, if you want to go for more Sunday's best outfit, you could just simply swap it off.
All right. Let's get a quick
If you
little
want wardrobe
thank you.
change. The
Oh,
wardrobe
thank you.
change.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you.
There you go. There you go. So I might be a little tight on you.
Oh, I've been in the gym.
There you go.
All right. I'm definitely gonna thank you, Uncle Rich, for the coat. Thank you, Uncle Rich. I will be keeping this from now on for today.
Looks good on you.
How do we think? What do we think? I do feel warmer, right? I do
That's the
feel
goal,
warm.
yeah.
Yeah. We got the elbow
The elbow
pads in
pads.
case don't need to bring these out, but just in case, you know what I'm
A
saying?
small little detail I noticed
There we
is
go.
your watch, brother.
Oh, I
So
forgot about that.
Accessories also go a long way. Like Sister Rhea and I are wearing earrings. She's wearing
Right.
a necklace. Little
Right.
rings on your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother Nate has a watch too.
He
Yeah.
is wearing a different watch than mine. Mine, I do have trouble reading clocks sometimes, so I need the digital one. But Brother Nate and I do actually have a matching watch.
We do.
We should have worn it today.
We should-
We should have worn it today. I did not think about it until now, but it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so now we got the Sunday's best. Let's say I'm going out on a casual night instead.
All right.
What
yeah.
are we feeling?
So I mean,
Throwing on the belt? No.
if you want, yeah, we can
Oh.
throw on the belt. Okay, if you want to switch that out.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Switch this out.
Thank you,
right?
sir. Thank you, sir. What else are we going with? So casual.
I think I know
little
what Brother
dressing
Julian wants to
casual.
wear. I think what Brother
I
Julian.
think I kind of know as
think
well.
we know
I'm
what
not
he
gonna lie.
What about
Wow,
this?
This looks
What do you think of
really
this, Brother
nice.
Julian?
Wow. This is like real leather too.
He said
Yeah.
he's never worn one
Let's see, let's
before.
see.
I never
so
have.
It'll
I
be
never
your
have.
first time right now.
You can do the honors, Brother Nate. Oh, thank you, sir.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Oh. I think it's nice. I think with what I'm wearing, with like my shirt, it's maybe not the best. Because my shirt kind of sticks out a little bit, which is nothing wrong with that. But I think if I were to, complete it, I think when I've seen Brother Nate wear this, he tends to kind of zip it up fully. Is
Yeah.
that kind of
mean,
the style? I
think
could
that's
never
just a
wear this as good
coincidence
as
'cause
you,
I'm
bro.
cold. But I mean, if you really wanted to like get rid of the extra length on
Right.
the shirt, you could always tuck it in.
Got
Tucking
it.
in your innermost layer is
Mhm.
obviously like a good way of
He said
giving-
layer again.
giving a good, I guess, different set of dimensions. I don't know
Right.
if that makes sense.
Dimensions. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
He's pulling out vocab.
But yeah, I mean, and also I wanted to point out, like, I really like wearing, because Brother Julian has a pair of these shoes on that I have as well. These Doc Martens, again, not sponsored, but I think the leather jacket and the shoes, they really go hand in hand. They have like
Yeah.
the similar shine, if you know
Thank
what I
you,
mean.
Brother Nate. I will not
Yeah.
be giving this back.
And you know what? If you really wanted to, I know we touched on it earlier, you could throw in like a scarf. I think most of these are for sisters. I mean scarf, but we also have like beanies, and also beanies and scarves as well. They're a good way to like give out a pop of color. Okay, maybe not this one. I just grabbed a random one. With this one, right? I know I just said pop of color, but yeah, it really is up to your personal style, right?
There
If
we
you
go.
if you're really like a colorful person, you can, get that pop of color like from your scarf or from your
From
beanie,
the
from your
accessories, the little
accessories, yeah.
things.
Very nice.
I don't know if you want to mess up your hair. It's looking
Oh,
really nice.
I
But
think
just-
it's okay.
Just
you know what?
imagine this is on
My head's
Brother
not really
Julian's.
cold today, Brother Nate. But thank you, Sister Rhea. I mean, I know you brought a nice little your accessories, your
Yes.
bag here. What are your kind of thoughts and with fashion today and what we've brought for all of us today?
Honestly, I think we have a really nice variety of different clothes that are very trendy right now. But even though a lot of these clothes are trending, I think a lot of them are very timeless. I think this trench coat is a good example of that. I've seen a lot of trench coats layered with things like cardigans or
Mhm.
even sweatshirts to dress them up or down. So I think it's just a good example of like what's it called? Like a capsule wardrobe, or like making sure that your clothes are timeless and you can
Mhm.
use them for years to come.
I feel like I really want to style Sister Rhea right now.
I
Like,
know. Do you
can't say
mind,
I'm
Sister
already-
Rhea?
Can I style
Oh, of
you?
course, yes.
I can take my
If
jacket,
you look at her
Sister Jaden.
outfit right now, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know if the camera picks up on these little details, but her sweater has little colors all over it. And I feel like this would go really well with, there's like a spot of maroon right here. And it goes
Oh.
really well. Do you
See,
mind
I didn't
if
even
saw
catch
Yeah.
that. I didn't even see the colors.
Sorry, I was like imagining this
Colorblind?
whole time. I'm like,
Wow. I think scarves are also really fun. I think Sister Jaden touched on them earlier, but what I've seen a lot of people do is turn their scarves. Well, I think it works on a different scarf than this, but they've turned their scarves into hoods,
oh
which
yeah.
I think is a really cool detail, and it's a nice little unique way to dress up a scarf. But this is
Wow.
a different type of scarf, but you can use it with,
I believe
I
it's
mean, I'm
called
sure
an-
you can.
yeah, an infinity
Yes.
scarf. But there's the one that hangs around your neck, then you can tie that in different ways. And then I
Wow.
feel like I would layer this with the trench coat like
Yes.
Sister Ria was talking about.
Ooh.
You're about to get really
Wear it
warm,
with- I
sister.
know.
She has the layers. See the layers, right? I'm
Layers.
learning. I'm learning.
Really cool. Yes.
Sister Ria looks ready to go to service in the snow.
Very bundled right now.
But yeah, I
Very-
was like,
very
I was
New-
just
Very
like,
New York. Yeah.
Very New
Yes.
York.
Thank you. Thank you.
yes. I just
The
thought
outfit.
like I said, it doesn't have to match perfectly
Mhm.
for it to go together. It's
Right.
really just like little attention to details like that. It could be even her shoes. Like if her shoes were a little pop of color and the rest of the outfit was more of like monotone, monochrome,
Mm-hmm.
it would still work. That's the
Awesome.
cool thing about fashion. It's really just as long as you can put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Thank
This
you
is
for
super,
modeling
super
for
fun.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing
Pick this up.
some of what we've brought today. I think we'll go ahead and I'll return this, I guess, to Brother Nate.
You can wear it for the rest
I
of the
can't.
podcast
Okay,
if
thank you,
you
Brother
want.
Nate.
And also for our viewers, comment in the comment section between me and Sister Ria, who has the better style. Let's get a little debate going.
All right. Once we get these back on the rack, I think we can head over back to our main discussion. I could take that, Brother Nate. Thank you. Thank you.
Man, Brother Julian really loves this leather jacket.
I do enjoy this jacket a lot. It's very different from me, something that I haven't worn yet, as I haven't mentioned before.
That looked good on you. Really
Thank you,
good on
thank you. I might have to keep this. Before we move on to our main discussion, we can go ahead and read some of the comments in our live chat. Brother Jacob Doan saying, W fits, Sister Ria.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for the chicken.
Sister Jenica saying, scarves are so chic. Is that
Chic.
chic?
Yeah, that's
Chic.
like a fashion term.
That's a
Yeah.
term. Okay.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Love that. Love that. Brother Ron Demesa saying shout out to Sister Ria. Sister Lauren is also saying shout out to Sister Ria.
There are a lot of Sister Rias. Just kidding.
Let's see. We have Brother Andrew saying Queen Julian looks lovely. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Brother Andrew. I really like this leather jacket as well. Thank you, Kamakena, for always being first in our broadcasts. Make sure you continue to leave your comments in the live chat, letting us know how you like to dress up or dress down for the winter season, depending on the weather and all things like that. So that was a very fun little
activity.
somewhat of a little fashion haul for our activity. Now we can kind of get into some of the more details. I did pay attention to a lot of the things that Brother Nate, Sister Ria mentioned earlier, and I think we can inform some of our viewers who may not know what these terms mean.
I feel like I heard Sister Ria mentioning earlier something about a wardrobe capsule.
Mhm.
So one of the questions, I'll start with Sister Ria. If you were to create that wardrobe capsule that you're talking about, what pieces of articles of clothing or accessories would you include?
Yeah. And if you could also explain kind of what a capsule wardrobe is.
Yes. So from my understanding, a capsule wardrobe is kind of leaning towards the minimalist side of like a minimalist thinking when it comes to fashion. So
Okay.
kind of making sure that you're not over consuming trends or making sure that all of your clothes are being worn and can be used in multiple ways. So I think for me, if I were to make a capsule wardrobe, I would definitely lean towards colors that can be used in different seasons. So I probably wouldn't get a lot of like bright colors. I think that's also just a personal preference. I don't think I personally look the best in bright colors, so I definitely tend to go into more like neutral tones. But I think that would also work well for a capsule wardrobe. But yeah, definitely just making sure that your clothes that you're buying can be used in multiple ways and in different times of the year.
I like that. So it's going back to, I forgot who mentioned it, but just making sure it's kind of versatile in the way that, you're not just buying something to wear it once,
Yes.
right? You're kind of making it worth the investment that you're putting into, whatever piece of clothing that is, whether it's a very delicately crafted, genuine leather jacket or a type of scarf. I really like how you put it because it kind of emphasizes the importance of also being kind of smart with what
Definitely.
we're buying.
Am I the only one who's guilty of reusing outfits?
Hey, there's nothing wrong, right?
There's nothing wrong with being
There's a
outfit
reason.
repeater.
Yeah, there's a reason we have these clothes. We got to wear it. Yeah. Brother Nate, I mean, what type of kind of capsule wardrobe would you kind of describe for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think similar to my sister, just something or like a collection of clothing that, at least in my opinion, I think I could wear like, honestly, like for the rest of my life. Like something that really, or different clothing items that don't go out of style. Like, for instance, the leather jacket or I don't know, what comes to mind also is like regular like blue jeans. Like blue jeans, like everyone wears jeans, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
so you can't go wrong with just like a nice pair of jeans. Also, like, I guess a nice pair of dress shoes, like a nice pair of boots, like quality ones that will really last you like for years and years. And like simple accessories too, I think that can also be included in a wardrobe as well. Like investing in like maybe a nice timepiece or a nice, I'm trying to think of other accessories, but you get the picture, right? Or even like, yeah, like for the sisters, a really nice bag, a really nice purse, right? That'll last you forever, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, just honestly picking what you're most passionate about in terms of fashion. Like if you're really big into purses, or really big into like watches, really kind of diving deeper into that. Because also, if you're passionate about it, if it's something you really like, then you're also gonna get the most wear out of it.
Right.
So just kind of that way of thinking, and in terms of, just collecting what you find, what you like, and also what you don't think will go out of style.
Nice. Love that.
And
Love
since
that.
you mentioned like having pieces to wear over the years, how would you say that your fashion sense has evolved through the years, like compared to when you were younger until now? Like what are some crazy, I know I used to wear like crazy patterned colors.
Yeah,
I think everyone has those baby pictures where
Oh,
they're just
yeah.
wearing the craziest outfits.
For my brothers, I used to wear the not sponsored, the Nike Elite socks with
All the way to your
everything.
knees?
With
Who has
everything.
it? Yeah. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I think growing up, when you're with your friends and stuff, it's easier to get caught in trends, right? So like you mentioned, like the Nike Elite socks, or I think a lot of us when we were younger, again, there's nothing wrong with it, but we kind of can tend to gravitate towards like more branded clothing, right?
True.
With like a lot of logos and stuff like that. And also I feel like that's just because maybe our personal style hasn't developed, so we're kind of depending more on the logo to enhance our outfit rather than like the actual ensemble of clothing.
Or we're just letting our mom choose what to wear.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was definitely me before, like definitely going towards the louder, more not extravagant, but like more like branded logo clothes, if that makes sense. Whereas now I feel like I'm drifting less towards that and more towards like, I don't know, quality clothing or just like subtle patterns, stuff that I like.
Very demure.
How about you, Sister Ria?
Honestly, pretty similar to Brother Nathan.
Yeah.
I feel like previously, especially in high school, I feel like I definitely wore like what other people were wearing. Not that like my style right now is original, because it's definitely not, but like I feel like I definitely was super concerned, and there was nothing wrong with this. I feel like everyone kind of experiences this at one point in their lives, but for me especially, I was super like fixated on like what other people are wearing and like how I can wear that too, and like what other people are shopping at. I remember like being so like, can I say Brandy Melville? Yeah. I remember discovering Brandy Melville for the first time and thinking that it's so cool and it's like what everyone's wearing. And it is what everyone's wearing, but I think now I'm a little bit more focused on what I like to wear and what I feel good in rather than what everyone else is wearing. But there's nothing wrong with wearing what's trending and what everyone else
Right.
is wearing. Or Brandy Melville, there's nothing wrong with liking those types of things. But I think for me, at least, that's kind of how my style has changed.
Right, right. So definitely, I mean, it kind of, the answer is in itself. Like, as you know, we kind of grow older, our preference, it kind of matures a little bit, right? And what we wear, what we want to do with, our purchases, and how we want to make sure we're investing in these types of quality pieces. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are too familiar with like researching different materials and stuff like that, but I mean, if either of you have any, kind of insight to share, like what are some types of materials to really look for? How can we be a little, smarter in investing in like these quality pieces? Anyone?
For me, at least, I think noting what material you like, because I know like different people like different textures and different people dislike certain textures.
Right.
But I think especially looking for material that will last a while. So actually just yesterday I found a pair of jeans and they fit perfectly, but I know with me at least, my jeans always shrink, and especially with the brand that I was looking at. So I think that kind of ties into being smart with what clothes you're wearing. So I didn't end up picking up those jeans, but I feel like that can be applied to a lot of other different things. Like if you see a piece of clothing that you like, but it's not necessarily the best quality, then maybe you can wait for something of better quality to come around. That way, not only are you like satisfying that need, but you're also getting a piece of clothing that will last you for a longer period of time.
Right, right. I like that you mentioned that, because I mean, I'm sure that's something our parents who might be listening, they might be happy to hear that, right? We're not kind of just impulse spending all the time on things that might fit nicely. Now that we are kind of maturing a little bit, we're also taking the time to make sure what we're, spending our money is going to be worth it. It's going to last us a longer period of time. And something Sister Ria mentioned was, you can wear it in different seasons, right? It's not like you just wear it one day of the year and that's it. So thank you to our parents for teaching us how to be responsible with our purchases. And that's something that we want to also kind of influence for those around us. That way, us to look out for each other, to make sure we are, making the most of our money and getting the best types of investments or these quality pieces that we can get. So these are really, really great answers. I mean, I think it was very, very insightful for our viewers who may not know some of these terms, who might be kind of wondering how they can kind of go about elevating or, dressing up or dressing down their outfits, whether, whatever the occasion or whatever the weather. I'm sure, when it comes springtime, summertime, fall time, we'll probably do another one of these episodes. I thought it was super, super fun for us to see how, we can kind of dress up for different occasions. So that was it for our main discussion. But before we wrap up our broadcast, we did want to make sure for all of our brethren tuning in, please be sure to attend any CFO membership meetings, whether it be in your local congregation or by the district. We have the CFO membership meetings every first, second, and third weekends of the month. Let's please be sure to be on the lookout for any upcoming district activities as well. I'll pass it over to Sister Jaden for our closing remarks.
All right. So we want to give a special thanks to our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, our brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, our CFO coordinator and SEPSI CEO, brother Wally Taray, our station manager, brother Hansel F. D. Dios, our district minister, and brother Andres Nicholas Jr., our district CFO overseer. Finally, our brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer. And we also always want to thank our INCRadio techs as well for all the work that they put behind the scenes. Thank you so much, Po. And that about wraps up our show. So please stay tuned for INCRadio San Diego.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.